watching BBC News. These are the headlines. Western allies, including the US, Europe and Japan, are continuing their efforts to shape a unified reaction to the crisis in Ukraine. They've responded with a series of targeted sanctions against Russia. President Biden said he would deploy US troops already stationed in Europe to the Baltic states. A US jury has found 3 white men who killed a black jogger, Ahmaud Arbery, guilty of federal hate crimes. The defendants had already been sentenced to life in prison for the murder. Arbery's family welcomed the latest verdict and said that he had finally received justice. Hong Kong has announced mandatory COVID tests for all the city's residents. The chief executive, Carrie Lam, warned of penalties for anyone who failed to comply. The government said the order was essential to help tackle the worst outbreak of the coronavirus.
Live from Singapore, essential business news as it breaks and a look at the economic news that will shape the day. This is BBC World News and Asia Business Report.
The US announces new sanctions against Russia following the escalated tensions surrounding Ukraine.
If Russia goes further with this invasion, we stand prepared to go further as with sanctions.
And we take a look at what's behind the trade row between a small European country and the world's second largest economy. Hello and welcome to Asia Business Report. I'm Karishma Vaswani. Let's start the programme with some breaking news for you out of Australia, where in the last 15 minutes or so, the Prime Minister Scott Morrison has said the country is planning to impose sanctions on Russia. This adds to the growing number of countries placing sanctions on Russia. It's now the US, Canada, Japan, the EU and Britain. The coordinated action is in response to Vladimir Putin's decision to recognize 2 areas of eastern Ukraine controlled by Moscow-backed separatists and ordered troops to be sent to both. President Biden said these sanctions are just the beginning.
I'm going to begin to impose sanctions in response far